Yo, what is going on, guys? I know it's day after Rooster Fighter released, but I am here, and I'm here actually with a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself, good sir?
I am Cameron Thomas Funnyclips, but you can just call me Cameron. I have a YouTube channel as well.
He's a great guy. He's been a big time supporter. He's actually gave me some tips here and there, and I just think he's an awesome dude. Like honestly, this is why we got to this point, and I hope to do more content with him off and on, if you don't mind, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Of course, we're gonna see how this one goes, but we're going to be talking about Rooster Fighter Episode 1. Making it awkward, bro. It was pretty crazy. It almost felt like a parody, but I can kind of see what they're doing. They're trying to go a little old school. You know, it's something that doesn't seem like you're supposed to take it serious, but I think they took it to a level where you're like, hold up, maybe they're doing more than we all think. They might have hit it on something. Like I know it's not trending exactly on the anime pages, but whenever the episodes start picking up, I think definitely this could be something that we see as like the weirdest thing of the year. Could be the weirdest thing of all time in a way. I mean, like then again, we've had an anime about a vending machine, and that was kind of weird. But
Yeah.
this was it was awesome. Like the action was great. They were telling like I don't mean the story was kind of like you can tell better. You pick it up here.
Okay, so literally it's a world filled with demons is what it is, where people get stressed and whatever they get held on to something, they become a demon is what it is. And there's this chicken, Renji, if I remember that's how you say his name. He uh he lost his sister during a demon attack, and he has a marking, and he's searching for that demon to get his revenge to get his sister back. And I've read the manga and everything. I've read the entire series just to look up for this because I heard so many great things about the manga. Because if you don't know, the manga is actually one of the top selling mangas of all time, is what it is. Like it's the most one of the most popular mangas that people are always saying, hey, if you're trying to get into manga, read this series. And it's honestly a really good series. And some people really like to put it on the level of One Punch Man due to the absurdity, because One Punch Man is literally just a bald superhero making fun of like the superhero fatigue and everything, and just making fun of Avengers and DC and all that. And that's kind of what Rooster Fire does. It's doing the anime tropes, but it's not a human or an alien or anything like that. It's a chicken, is what it is. That's the whole thing. It's just a chicken, and it has demons, kind of like how most animes, the villain is always a demon of some kind, And
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious how they take anime tropes and they make fun of it. Like later on, as you see, like the characters, like they make fun of like there's this chick that is in love with the main character, and she's like underage and everything, and they're making like underage jokes, kind of making fun of like these
Yeah.
pervert characters like Master Roshi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then they make fun of like the female protagonist that absolutely hates the main character, kind of like Nami against Luffy, how she disagrees with a lot of stuff he does, you know, and or like honestly, Bulma and Goku. That's what they're literally going for, is doing these tropes and making fun of it and parodying it. The whole thing is a parody, and it isn't supposed to be taken seriously, and it actually does get taken seriously, which I think is like the funniest part about it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, bro. You did this way better than I could even do it. He's got the words. He's got the knowledge. He knows ball. That's all I could say about Cameron.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so it is a good thing I brought you here. all I can really
Yeah.
say is that it's epic.
It is hard to actually talk to about because of how absurd the plot is. Like, I will say that. Like, I was honestly wondering how they were going to do this marketing for it. And literally, all Adult Swim does is like, it's a cock. It's going to destroy the demon. This is the show.
I mean,
Watch the show,
the
Rooster Fire. That's all they're saying.
yeah, they love chickens, bro. I mean, like, you look at Robot Chicken. It makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you have Family Guy too, the Ernie the Giant Chicken as well. So
Yeah, I
you also
never
have
thought about
that.
that. I never thought about that, man. That's well, what is with adult like show like these adult cartoon series and chickens? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just easy to just make cop jokes out of it. So
But it's like this is like supposed to be like this serious anime. It's like, dude,
yeah,
Super Saiyan chicken. Yeah, like I don't know, man. It was like nothing I've seen so far this year. It's probably one of my favorites as far as originals go. I thought it was superb. Great.
hmm.
We got to see how it goes. Its ratings are definitely going to come in the next episodes or so. Like it's going to take off. It's just a matter of time.
I actually did see on like Twitter, it Rooster Fighter and Toonami were trending on Twitter when it was premiering, and I looked at that and I was and Toonami Squad and Toonami Faithful, they're great people. They always make posts promoting Toonami, making sure it gets its airings and ratings and everything. They're fans for Toonami making these things, and they literally reposted this thing saying hashtag Toonami, hashtag Rooster Fighter is trending on Twitter. And it was like number one on Twitter at the time. And I was like, this series is going to blow up. Like, I was like, this is definitely getting a season two, like what Ninja Kamui got, because that got trending and it got number one. Lazarus didn't do it,
No, they didn't.
but that was a more like slow paced show, I will say. I did like it, but it was a little slow.
It had good
Definitely.
qualities. Like they had good music. The
It did.
characters are
It really
trash,
did.
but absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those trash series like at least it wasn't another fantasy series, I will say. We get too many fantasy animes, in my opinion.
Agreed, bro. Agreed.
And they're always the same plot too.
Oh, they really are. Like it was
Yeah.
exactly like Cowboy Bebop, pretty much. I mean, like not the same plot type of thing, but they knew what they were doing. It just didn't play out like they
Yeah,
wanted to.
yeah. And like the only like main marketing they kept on doing in the promos for Lazarus is this is made by the creator of that did Cowboy Bebop. If you like Cowboy Bebop, watch the show. And I was like, that's all you got to give us? Like, I'm starting to think you don't have faith in your own show at this point.
No, they already knew they messed up. They started throwing sex appeal from that one chick, and I'm just like, nah, that's game, bro. Yeah, and then the romance, it's like these they don't even know each other, and they're over there like kissing and like it didn't matter in the end, did it? Not one bit.
Yeah, I was surprised they actually allowed that on TV, even though this is the same channel that does Robot Chicken. We see like censored boobies on a action figure. But I will say in the manga, it's literally animated the same way. It's not explicit or anything like that, but I was surprised in the manga. I was like, okay, with the manga, you get away with a lot more stuff. But when you do an anime, you literally have to go through those TV censors. And I was like, they went all out and they did it completely like the anime, the manga. And I was like, that's crazy.
I mean, opening to closing with chickens doing it. Who would have
Oh
thought?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and then
yeah,
afterwards, there's like this new. Like, it's not a new character. It's like a character within it, a female chicken. I forgot what her name is. It popped up for a second, but it kind of
yeah,
reminded me of like an Attack on Titan character, just from the way that she
yeah,
was fighting the demon. I was like, that's kind of dope. I mean, like they're adding something to make you anticipate the next episode. Like it's bigger than just this main chicken. Like I don't exactly like have the lore down, but I'm gonna get into it. You know, it's one of those things where it's like
Yeah,
it gets you interested. It's odd, and I think that's what this show does
yeah,
really weird. I mean, really well. God, but yeah, I do see myself watching more of this, and I thought it was the hype. I feel like I'm the only one hyping it up in my other discords, and I'm glad to see someone
yeah,
else
yeah,
believes in it. And it was trending on Twitter. I was looking at it way later. By the time it was like Blue Lock or something was way
yeah,
down there,
yeah.
but it is probably higher. Honestly, it's great. What's your opinion of it?
Honestly, I think season two is definitely going to happen because of how popular the manga is. I mean, if we can get like seasons of One Punch Man that are literally hated at this point, and we're just getting more and more seasons of that just because the manga is popular, I don't see the difference in like Rooster Fighter. And I did see on my anime list, you know what that is, right?
Yeah,
It's
my anime
this,
list.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've looked at the discussions on that. I always like to see what anime fans, because those are pure anime fans, you know. I
yeah.
wanted to see what pure anime fans really thought about it, and all I saw was hate. I was confused about it, and what it was, I knew this was going to happen once I saw the trailer and I saw the 3D CGI. Everybody was like, it has CGI. I don't like that. I don't like that. I want it to be flat. And I'm like, dude, when you put CG in a show mixed in with 2D backgrounds, I think that's the coolest thing ever. Like, I thought that was cool in Ninja Kamui. Now, did lag in that show,
Yeah,
but later on, it did get better, I will say.
I was just hyped up. Dude, I was hyped up for Ninja Kamui. And whenever the mechs
Yeah,
like
me
that would
too.
come
Me
out,
too.
but dude, sorry, you go ahead, man. But I was just so hyped for the mechs.
I I was really hyped too. That believe it or not, that's actually what got me into seeing you. Actually, I uh, I was just scrolling on
Oh,
like on YouTube, and then all of a sudden I see this Toonami schedule guy, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And
yeah.
then I press it, and I saw how detailed it was and everything, and I was like, "This guy knows his knowledge about stuff." And I just kept on watching it throughout the week and everything, and you started doing those checker pass
Oh,
schedules and everything. I was like, yeah, this guy, he's a true Cartoon Network fan. He's not lying.
I need to get more videos about Cartoon Network and stuff. It seems like at this point I'm an anime channel from the way I like talking about this, but it's what's
Hey, anime
hard.
is part of Cartoon Network. You gotta think about that. It built Cartoon Network's action animation block, you know, because they had to make action cartoons to compete with their anime that they were getting the license to as well.
Yeah, try to. Maybe we need to do something together. Maybe we need to do like how I used to do those news videos for like a minute where I would go through Twitter and stuff. Maybe we need to
Oh
do
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just react to posts. That'd be easy. Just do it every once in a while. Not too bad.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
there's a lot of things, I mean, like, so far, I feel like it's been going pretty good. You're mainly, you
Yeah,
know the ball
definitely.
here. You've read the material, you know the ball. I'm just a dude that's seen one episode, and yeah, I'm brain rotted a little bit from the amount of garbage anime that I watch off and on. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. Overall,
Yeah.
I think we need to close this one with a rating of this episode. So I want to hear your rating of this episode. The first one.
I definitely give it a 10, mostly because it's set up really well done and everything. And I really liked how they did the parodies and everything. I think the whole episode was really well made, especially the title card. I was not expecting them to do a title card because animes have really shied away from that,
Mhm.
I think. And I was like, we're literally doing that. That's so cool.
Yeah, I felt
Like,
old school.
so, yeah, It's like a mixture of new and old. And it's also giving you those tropes that you know from an anime and you expect from an anime, but twisting them, you know?
I think they've been just doing the research. They've kept trying to make like Toonami's just kept trying and trying. And I think they finally know that people like a lot of the old school stuff a lot more than some of the new stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
And whatever's new, sadly it's hard to get. The rights. Was it
Hmm.
Crunchyroll that like has majority of the rights, and it's just really hard to get a lot of those series?
Yeah, yeah. So I actually saw this post made by Jason Blum, the Jason Blum. He actually the voice of Tom is what it is.
Yeah.
And he said him and his team actually only pick anime that they think are like 10 out of 10 is what it is. That's all they do for Toonami. They don't get mad anime, they don't get terrible anime. They only want the best of the best because they're trying to get people into anime, you know. And
Hmm.
he said he absolutely hates how Crunchyroll is with stuff because they're always putting like a higher price for like these anime for no reason when he could get cheaper if he gets it from Viz Media, which is why we have stuff like Zom 100, we have Sailor Moon Viz Dub, we have Naruto, Bleach, all that. Those are easy to get,
Oh yeah.
but it's those Crunchyroll animes that are hard to get. And the reason why they got Dan Dan is all because they got that was because Netflix did that, you know. So
2 seasons, bro. They got 2 seasons somehow, some way.
I know, I can't wait for them to air season two. But I actually was like, what I really think Crunchyroll needs to like cool down a bit on their stuff because they're like, if we give them the anime, then they're just gonna watch it only on there and not on our streaming service. And I'm like, that's dumb. And Jason Blum, he said the only ones he's willing to do it for is if it's ones with like huge fan bases and stuff. Like One Piece, you know, it's owned by Crunchyroll because they have Funimation. So they get to have that. Dragon Ball, obviously they're gonna have to have that because Dragon
Anyway,
Ball built Toonami, you know.
yeah,
And then but you know, there's barely any like Crunchyroll anime on there.
they're greedy, bro. It used to be a pirate. Like they used to just pirate anime.
I know, like I think they've gone too far, and it's all Sony's fault, really, if you think about it, because they've been hyping it up, and they're trying to get like I even saw on there that there's this anime called Ojinoko.
Hmm.
They took they got that and actually got the rights to do season three,
Hmm.
the dub for it, and I was like, they're really trying to make sure you don't get high dive that so that can die. I was like, I see what you're doing, and I'm not liking it. Next, I'm afraid they're gonna have to go for Viz Media, even though they just put their licenses on like Hulu and Netflix and stuff, and that's pretty much what happened here. Is that um, they Hulu got it, but then Adult Swim they bought the rights for the dub, but I don't think for the sub at all. And honestly, it just got to the point where they were like, we need a new anime on our streaming service, on our program. So they decided to just get uh, Viz Media and just had to deal with them. And they were like, this and the next day on Hulu is what it was. And that's why it's not on Max, which to me, I think that's kind of weird because it's confusing.
It
And not
is.
only that, they can't market it for Hulu because they don't own Hulu.
Nope.
I think that's also weird.
It,
I think Hulu would have been like, hey, can you put on the marketing the next day on Hulu? I think that would have made much more sense.
AKA, it's just really Disney.
Yeah, yeah, Disney.
No one talks about it, but yeah, it's straight up Disney. They know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But I don't mind
They
it.
they used the Disney money to get the streaming rights. That's what it really was. They just took the streaming rights with the Disney money because Disney just has the whole empire, you know.
Like anything else, ah, something's gonna give. Something's gonna give. Honestly, I thought Rooster Fighter was it was amazing for a first episode in its own way. Like
Yeah, it
it's
definitely
original.
was.
It's
Yeah.
original. I rated it
Yeah.
8.9 just because there's a lot of great enemies out there, and it's still it's got a
Yeah,
while to
that's
go.
true. Yeah.
So I just got to see how it goes down the road. It did a lot of things that I didn't think it was capable of. It was serious, like it wasn't serious at its core. It's like a goofball parody, like you
Yeah,
said
yeah.
earlier. But yeah, I do see potential in it. I was kind of like into that like old man story, and then the rooster
Mhm.
kind of fell back into what happens. I don't know. He went Super
Mhm.
Saiyan. I'm something about a Super Saiyan chicken. It just does it for me. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That was just them making fun of Dragon Ball right there. Like honestly, I thought that was just the funniest thing when I read it in the manga. I was like, dude, this is just gonna be peak. Like he just hit his hidden potential.
over 9,000. I thought the old man was gonna be like, oh, that rooster's over 9,000 or something. I forgot what moment it was. It was just a certain moment. God, I was so tired
Yeah,
last
yeah.
night. I was just so tired last night. But even then, I thought it was one of those things you had to be there to see it. You still can't see it. Any closing things you got to say about Rooster Fighter?
I will say this: the hen that shows up at the end of the episode, she should return in the second episode along with the chick I mentioned, and that will be the basis for the next episode where it's all about this baby chick that was with this owner who gave her a tattoo, and literally she does, and then he turns into a demon and she has to stop Renji from killing her pops is what it is. And the hen comes in and she does not trust either one of those two, and she wants to kill the demon too. So the chick has to deal with both the
Oh,
hen and Renji, and that causes a whole conflict.
so we're in for a banger, is what I'm hearing here. I like
Yeah,
it, bro.
yeah.
I like it, bro. Yeah, you know what? Shout out your channels. We'll just what all the channels you got? You got a couple actually, quite a few.
I got I got a second channel. It's pretty. I've been letting it rest for a little while. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's Cameron Thomas 2.0, and then I have Potato Chip Abridge, which I'm doing a Death Note Abridge.
Hmm.
Hopefully gonna get Dragon Ball Z Final Chapter. I have a whole video on just abridges I'm gonna do. I'm even gonna do Detective Conan for a little bit as well. Like
Oh man, that
I'm and you might like this, but I'm also gonna do Rick and Morty the anime and Ninja Kamui. So just for you, just for you.
I like that. I like that. I did. I'm a fan of that series. I haven't picked it up. That and the newest Looney Tunes movie, the day the world blew up or whatever.
The day the Earth blew it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of those two. Not everyone was exact fan of the Rick and Morty or that, but hey, well, yeah, Looney Tunes obviously. I'm getting off topic here. I go on and on.
Yeah, I do that too. I can't help it, but it when I get to an anime or Cartoon Network or Adult Swim, I just ramble just like you. Like I'm like, that's what mostly got me into your channel. I was like, this guy is me. This guy is me. I found my twin.
Just having fun with it, bro. Like that's honestly what it's all about. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, like even the background. I just love what I love, and yeah, maybe we'll come back and talk about episode 2 as well. Uh, tell me what you guys
I
thought.
would definitely love that. I'm very. I was enjoy. I'm enjoying this.
We want to know what your guys' thoughts are on Chicken Fire, Rooster Fire. Gosh, Rooster Fighter Episode 1. Hope you guys stay safe. And until next time, peace out, guys.
Peace out, guys.